Come on. Confidential. Play hard, baby. Come on.
Hey guys, what's going on? Ryan the Professional back again with another video. Excuse me for my lack of the gaming news video. I meant to do that earlier, but I just didn't get a chance to, so sorry about that. I'll definitely have that up for you guys hopefully later on tomorrow, okay? Or later on today, since it's midnight and me recording this. But this video right here is going to be simple, man. It's going to be straight to the point. This is regarding Activision. Okay, and the state of gaming as it is. Now, no, this isn't really pertaining Black Ops 4. I didn't buy it, nor will I, consider buying it. I know a lot of you asked me would I consider getting it. I'm not really interested in Black Ops 4. And after what I've seen on YouTube and the countless gameplays and just the people who played it so far, and some of which who were bought by Activision, it's sad too. A lot of people can't see between the lines between somebody who's genuine when it comes to a game review and those who are bought and are just saying what they need to say positive to sell you the game so they can get some kind of revenue out of it in the long run, whether it be through views or whether it be through like a check from them on the side. But you notice how these particular dudes, right, they'll say, hey, shout out to Activision for paying for my hotel, my traveling arrangements, my food arrangements, X amount of things. But then they claim, oh, this is 100% unbiased, unpaid for. What do you mean it's unpaid for? They paid for your travel, your arrangements, everything. You are bought by Activision. You're not fooling nobody. So, just saying, throwing it out there. But this is regarding Activision, okay? Just regarding Activision. So, Activision, we talked about this last night on the RGT podcast, but let me really delve into this a little deeper, because this is something that I can see becoming very tragic for all gamers in the end. One thing about Activision, yes, we can say we hate them. Yes, we can say we hate Call of Duty, even though a lot of people still buy it regardless, but we can say we hate the game, we can say we hate them, X amount of things, right? One thing about Activision has definitely been proven this generation. Third-party devs and even first-party devs will try to implement their particular things into their games. You notice with supply drops or loot boxes, you see those in virtually every game now. And Call of Duty started that craze. Call of Duty started that craze with the whole, them making billions by giving you a small percentage and making you gamble to pay money to get a certain item that should already be included for free. You know what I'm saying? Guns back in the day when Call of Duty was at its highest peak were never ever auctioned off the way they are in loot boxes / supply drops. They were always unlocked in the game. You were always able to play the game and, just enjoy yourself. Now, granted, it did start to change over the years, but still, the same formula still applied. They started implementing things called like prestige points back in the day, where you grind, you prestige, and then you get a point where you can bring like a perk or a gun with you. Ironically, you would think that sort of thing would happen, but no, that's just not what happened. People, people started to fall for this smoke and mirrors, as if these supply drops are good for the community, but they're not. These supply drops have ruined gaming for the most part. They have. They're being implemented everywhere. Some are good, some are bad, and some are just downright ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I saw one dude put $200 in supply drops for Call of Duty, and all he got was a wrench. Yes, a wrench. He got one gun, and the other thing he got was like some knuckles for his character. That was it. And that's for Black Ops 3. $200. Now you factor that in. $200. What could you have gotten for $200? You could have gotten 2, maybe 3 more games. Do you want to count tax? 3 more games for $200. But all of that was spent on one game. And then you go to Spyro, right? You go to Spyro, and the whole situation with Spyro. Look at Spyro. Spyro is one of the most anticipated games for a lot of people. A lot of people have been dying for a remaster or a remake for God knows how long. Everybody praised Activision for their work that they did for the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. And yet, here we go. We're going back to square one now that we got the Spyro trilogy being remade. Only they're doing shady stuff like locking the content behind downloads. It makes no sense for Spyro to only have one game on the disc and the others to be on, you know, downloadable once you put the disc in the system. You know what that goes back to? That goes back to the Xbox One and the DRM policies. And this just goes to show that Activision and a lot of other devs still want this. And I'm pretty sure if this takes off, if Spyro does sell well, you're going to see a lot more devs doing this. Where you put the disc into the system, it'll take a minute, a little long, and you're going to start noticing it's going to take a little longer than usual. It's going to initialize your disc. It's going to scan it for a key. And then all of a sudden, you're thinking it's going to start. It's going to say, download required, or it's going to start downloading something in the background. You're going to see games from the store being downloaded as opposed to you just playing it from the disc. The simplicity of games is going out the window. I'm telling you, it's going out the window. And a lot of people don't understand that. You know, these publishers, at the end of the day, they're about to get their wish. And it just seems like there's nothing that can stop it. I thought we won at the start of this generation. I really did. I really thought we won something. And I really wanted to believe that. And I wanted to stand behind that without a doubt. That, you know, us as gamers walked away with something great. You know what I'm saying? But it just felt like we only delayed the inevitable. And that it was going to happen regardless. So, with that being said, I mean, it's like, God, what more can you do? You know, what more can you do in 2018, in 2019, in 2020, vice versa? What more can you do to get the point across? I'm not going to sit here and say consoles are going to die. Consoles ain't going nowhere anytime soon. As long as consoles continue to deliver the first-party content that is only available on those said platforms, they're going to be fine. If consoles continue to be simple and simplistic in design and how they function, they're going to be fine. But the moment consoles turn into these little like Fire Stick type of devices where you plug them into your TV and you have to connect to the internet and you're constantly online and, you know, you're streaming or whatever, that's where the problems really are going to fall into place. Physical, listen. Yeah, I know a lot of people who own a lot of digital games. Hell, I own a lot of digital games. Yes, even though I don't support this, I own a lot of digital games as well. A good chunk of my library is digital. You know what I'm saying? I understand. It is simple. But at the same time, there are problems when it comes to digital versus physical. There are. You see, the proof is in the pudding. You can go on the Xbox Live Store. You can go on the PSN. Hell, you can even go on Steam sometimes, right? And buy a game digitally. Half the time, you can go on to PSN and you'll see stuff like Alien Isolation be $40, $60. Sometimes it's 40, 35, right? And you look at it like, why is it this high when this game came out 5 years ago, 3 years ago, right? And then you go into your damn, well, versus, you know, the physical way. If you go in the physical style and you go to like GameStop or you just go to a friend, you can get it for like $5. You know, these deals, people saying that, you know, digital will lead to cheaper games. It's not going to lead to cheaper games. No. That's not going to lead to cheaper games. Yeah, most of the costs will go down for games. I'm pretty sure I don't even think costs will go down for games. This is all just maximize their profit. They don't have to put no more money into physical discs. They don't. They can just put it on their servers. You buy it. If the game has a problem, you'll constantly be stuck, you know, downloading stability updates and patches. But that's what they're going to do. Activision, I don't understand the mindset of Activision. Well, actually, I do understand the mindset. They're all about money. But I don't understand how Activision can deliberately do something so stupid like this, right? And some people give them a pass, and others actually see it for what it is, but then say, oh, I'm still going to get Black Ops 4. Now, granted, I'm not here to tell you what not to buy. I'm not here to do that, right? But history has proven time and time again that when we speak with our wallets, change happens. Look at the Xbox One, we got change. You know what I'm saying? Look at the PlayStation 3, we most certainly got change. Look from the Xbox One versus the PS2, the Xbox One going into the 360, we got change. Speak with your wallet. Be honest. Be real with yourself. Activision ain't gonna change until you force them to change. The only way for them to change is for you to speak with your wallet. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening. You're always gonna have that one apologist. And one thing I noticed too, and shout out to Drifter and what's the other dude's name? I forgot the other dude's name, but shout out to those guys, they know what I'm talking about. they said this before. It doesn't matter who leaves at the end of the day. There will always be that new guy, right? That will try to fill the steps. That will try to follow in those footsteps to try and get that same particular type of reaction out of people. And I do believe so. I do believe so. A lot of people can turn in their boots and turn in their damn, their headsets and go, yeah, I'm done supporting this amount of thing. But there's always that one new kid on the block that wouldn't mind filling in that void. And that's exactly what you see every day in this gaming world. You see that every day. Instead of people actually being united and talking about things that need to be talked about and actually not supporting things that should not be supported, they end up just being divided. And that is the truth. That is the truth. I don't agree with anything Activision does. I really don't. I don't agree with them saying we care about our community and they say, oh, we do innovation, right? That's their keyword, innovation, every single year. And yet you see these games and they're not even innovative at all. Not even the least. I don't agree with their mindsets. I don't agree with their mentality. Because at the end of the day, Activision has always proven themselves to be a joke. They made over $1 billion off of loot boxes alone. And you mean to tell me, right? Little kids, you underage kids that don't want to read or don't even understand what people are telling you. And I understand, I used to be that way. We all used to be that way. We used to all be stubborn and didn't want to listen to reason. But you mean to tell me a company like Activision, who made over damn near $2 billion off of loot boxes, can't invest in true dedicated servers? You mean to tell me a company like Activision, which made over $2 billion, damn near $2 billion in loot boxes, can't give you, and I mean this, can't give you a true new engine for Call of Duty? See, one thing about Activision, they know how to milk that fucking cow for what it's worth and watch it be next generation. When next generation gets here, you're still going to see the same engine. Because that's how lazy they are. They see you guys for what you are. You know what I'm saying? They see you as sheep. They call you sheep every day. Every day. They're on their yachts, they're having their parties like, yeah, I wonder what these dumbasses will buy next year. And that's exactly what they do. Exactly what they do. And don't take that harsh from me. That's just how they think. These companies are making billions off of just one particular, game. One game. And they don't even have to improve it. And that's the sad part. What happened to demanding better for games? Why can't we demand better? Why do we have to divide ourselves? And act like, oh, people are saying this because they wish ill will upon the other. Nobody's wishing ill will upon anything. They just know what they want. And when they don't get what they want, especially after they deserved it, well, this is the outcomes that you get. And some people act like they're cool with it. Me? Nah. I'm not cool with that sort of thing. And I don't think that sort of behavior is acceptable in 2018. Not at all. So, I don't see anything changing, but I hope something will change. But God knows, man, God knows. These damn developers, they love to copy one another when it comes to policies. You see it every day. So hopefully this particular decision to start locking games or to stop not putting games on the disc and forcing you to download them from the store stops immediately after Spyro. But hey, this is gaming, so I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. So that's all. That's my take on those situations. This is me just, talking a little further down on the topic. Physical media is definitely at risk here. It's at risk. It's getting to that point, man. It's going to get to that point. If developers start picking up on Activision's idea and legit start implementing these sort of things, oh yeah, physical media has definitely got some problems. And for those of you that might say, well, I don't think Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo might not do it. They do it. They copy a lot of, policies half the time. They do this all the time. I didn't think Sony would put loot boxes in Uncharted 4. And loot boxes were Uncharted 4. Now, granted, they did it the safe route. They did the right route. They didn't turn it into a gambling system. But still, the fact that that particular thing is in here is kind of stupid. Right? I didn't think Mortal Kombat would have an option where you can buy and unlock all crypt items and all characters. But just $40. That's in there, though. So, hey, and the same thing can be said about Halo. Whatever happened to the grind in Halo? Whatever happened to the prestige in Halo where you grind and put in that effort and show that you were a beast in the rankings, right? Nah, now all of a sudden you gotta just buy these loot boxes and get lucky when you open a box. And you get a damn, you know, or a pack or whatever, and you get lucky to get one of these beast helmets. You know? But that's the way things are going. Unless people start demanding better. And hopefully that time comes sooner rather than later. So that's why my take is on that right there. I'll see you guys later on tomorrow for gaming news. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, definitely hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new. And Ryan the Professional is out. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.